Hey, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Kirsten Nielsen Yoga. Today, I have my beautiful friend Scott assisting me teach you a yoga for surfers practice. So I love to surf, but I'm not an avid surfer like Scott is. So I have designed this practice especially for him and all you guys at home who love to surf every day and really need a yoga practice that complements that. So it is a full body practice, and you will need 2 towels for this practice. It sounds a little strange, but you'll need 2 towels and a strap as well. So if you don't have a strap, you can just simply use one of the towels. All right, so let's get started. Okay. So you'll grab a hold of your 2 towels and you'll take them and fold them up and roll them up. And essentially it's like you're creating a bolster with the 2 towels. Then you'll place the towels on top of each other, and then we'll bring the towels onto the mat and you'll start to lie back. So Scott, start to lie back. So the towels will come to the upper back, so just where the shoulder blades are, or maybe even underneath the shoulder blades. Is that okay for your head? Okay. And then you'll bring the arms out nice and wide. So just watch the cabinet here. Yes. Good. Palms facing up. So essentially we're already starting to open up through the front of the shoulders. A little bit of an extension for the thoracic spine. And then here, just allow the upper back to get heavy on the towels. And you can close the eyes and just let everything settle. So preparing yourself for practice. And we'll start with a yogic breath called Viloma Pranayama. So it's a breath work which will really help to increase the capacity of the lungs, which will help for any long hold downs or even help with your paddling. So together we'll take a big breath in, filling up slow. And then a long, slow out breath. And take a soft breath into the low ribs for 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Go all the way to empty with the breath. Now breathing into the side ribs for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in to the upper chest, front of the heart. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do one more round. Breathing in, low ribs. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, side ribs for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now front of the heart, big in breath. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause when you're empty. Now big breath into the low ribs. Pause. Breath into the side ribs. Pause. Breath into the front of the heart. Pause. Now hold the breath, contain it. And now exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause when you're empty. And again, big breath in, low ribs, side ribs, front of heart. Hold the breath, contain. Out the mouth, let it go. Long out breath, full release, all the way to empty. Good. Now smooth in breath in. Long breath out. Now you can start to close the lips and find the breath in and out of the nose. So steady, smooth breath. And so really using the full capacity of the lungs for this practice. So feeling the low ribs, side ribs, and front of heart, really filling up with breath with every inhale that you take. And allowing that exhale to really be that way to empty all of the breath. And together we'll just take one more round. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Now when you feel ready, starting to bend your knees, planting the feet down onto the mat nice and slow. And then gently you can roll over to one side just to peel yourself off of the towels and then come all the way up to a seat. How's that? Mm-hmm. Good. All right. Now we'll come into child's pose. So sending your legs over to one side. I'll just move the towels out the way. Now we'll bring the big toes to touch. For this one, you can bring the knees as wide as you like. And we'll start to bring the arms actually alongside the body. So if you need to, you can bring the knees a little closer in, if that helps. That's it. And now head nice and heavy. And just allow the arms to be heavy, allow the shoulders to be heavy. And just enjoy this really lengthened pose for the low back. So especially after all of the time that we're in extension in the low back when we're paddling. So here, take that big breath into the low back ribs. Long, full out breath. And again, big breath in. Smooth breath out. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Feeling the sit bones get even heavier towards the heels. And then when you feel ready, gently we'll bring the hands underneath the shoulders. That's it. And then just peel yourself up. We'll just take a couple rounds of cat and cow. So shifting your weight forward, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So come up. That's it. Tabletop. Good. So knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And we'll just take a couple rounds just to really warm up the spine. So big breath in. Send your sit bones back. Send your chest forward. Gaze slightly forwards. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, curl in, really press the earth away. And again, breathing into the low back. And again, big in-breath, heart forward, sit bones back, slow. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, curl in, curl in. Last one, breathing in, full inhale to open. Chin to chest, long out breath to round. Now keeping that rounding, keep pressing the earth away with the hands. Just start to gently move the hips a little bit from side to side. So really now feeling into the side body. Again, feeling into the low back. Oof. Does that feel good, Scott? Good. Now keeping the rounding, start to go back towards child's pose, bringing the sit bones towards the heels. But this time, as the sit bones come to the heels, extend your arms even more forwards towards the front of the mat. That's it. Now press down firmly into your palms so that the elbows stay off the mat. Yes. Take a big breath in here. And then move the sit bones even closer towards the heels on the out breath. Big inhale. Stay long, exhale. Now send your gaze forward between the thumbs. Here we'll start to thread the right arm across the body. So the right arm will go across and underneath that left arm. That's it, perfect. Palm will face up. Now we'll work the right shoulder down towards the mat. Maybe the right ear will come down, or maybe the forehead down. So imagine like you're pressing that right shoulder down and gently dragging it over towards the right side of the mat. Keep pressing down into your left palm. So there's a subtle hollowing out through the left armpit. And this will feel really nice for the spine as well. Last breath in. Slow, steady breath out. And you can gently slide the left hand a little closer in underneath the left shoulder. Slide the left hand in, that's it. And then press down to the palm as you release the right arm. Nice and slow, and extend your right arm forwards. Good. Then press down into your right hand again. This time we'll switch it, so we'll send the left arm across the body. Palm facing up. Now we start to work the left shoulder head down and gently dragging the left shoulder over towards the left side of the mat. Sit bones stay really heavy towards the heels. And again, there's a subtle hollowing out through that right armpit. One more big breath in here. Long, slow out breath. Now gently sliding the right hand to come underneath the right shoulder. Good. And then press down to your palm as you release the left arm. Good. All right, now picking up the hips away from the heels, we'll step the right foot forwards towards the top of the mat. Big step. Well done. Now we'll come into a lunge. So tucking the back toes under for this one and place both hands onto the thigh just for a moment. So here, just making sure that the right knee is in line with the heel. So you might want to slide that foot a little bit further back, Scott. That's it. Good. And then bring your hands more onto the thighs rather than actually on the knee joint. Then lift the heart a little higher. Good. Keep pressing down into the ball of that right foot. And then here you'll take either your strap or your towel and you'll bring your hands shoulder distance apart on the towel. So if you're really tight in the shoulders today, you might even bring the hands even wider. And then from here, start to bring the arms overhead. Take a big breath in. Good. Now stay, soften the elbows a little bit more on the breath out. And imagine like you're moving your hands away from one another. That's it. Now it might feel good to do what Scott's doing, which is sending the arms back. But if you feel like this is too much for the shoulders, you can stay with the biceps in line with the ears. Now big breath in, heart lifts that little higher. Maybe stay here or a little lean over towards the right. Hold, big in breath. Imagine like you're pressing your left fist up towards the sky on the out breath. Good. Is that okay for your shoulders? It's intense though, isn't it? Good. Take another inhale. Come back to center with control as you exhale. Good. Big breath in. And then again, maybe you might work the arm bones a little bit further back on the breath out, but see if you can keep drawing the front ribs in and keep pressing down into your front heel. So feel like all of the weight just wants to kind of pour forwards, but keep pressing down to that front foot to pull the hips back so you get even more into that left psoas. Good. And then one more breath in. And then gently releasing the hands down towards the mat, releasing the strap on the breath out. So come all the way down with the hands. That's it. And then just moving the strap out of the way, heel toe your right foot out wide, over to the right, right hand to the inside. Now you can release the top of the left foot down, spread the toes. That's it, you had it right. Scott, you had it right. That's it, top of the foot, yes. Good, and then come up onto the fingertips, take a big breath in, look forwards, open through your chest. Maybe stay here if this is already a lot for your hips, or you can soften your elbows slightly as you fold in. That's it, so you get a little bit deeper into your hips. Now stay here, big breath in, more length through the low back, heart forwards. Exhale, keep pressing down into your front heel as you hold. One more big breath in. Stay long, breath out. Now here, straighten out through your arms, inhale. Super slow, walk your fingertips back as you start to straighten out through the right leg. Gently, gently. Now you can tuck the back toes under if you need a little bit more support with that left foot. Now here, keeping both hands down to the inside, so it'll feel a little strange. Press into the ball of that right foot, and you keep the right knee as soft as you need. Now really use the back foot to keep your hips up a little higher. So come up a little higher, Scott, and then bend into this front knee a little bit more. That's it. Keep looking forwards. Big inhale, and it's almost like you want to drag your right heel in as you exhale. Last breath in. And then walk your hands forward, bend into this front knee on the breath out. That's it. Then with control, stepping the right foot back. Big step. Child's pose, dropping the knees or both knees down, sit bones to heels once again. And again, big in-breath into the low back ribs. Long, slow breath out. So here we'll take one more big inhale, long exhale. Now we'll take the second side, so slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Take your time, peel yourself up. And then start to lift your hips away from the heels, and we'll step now the left foot forwards. So big step with the left foot, good. Now we'll just come into the lunge first, so tucking the back toes under and then placing the hands onto now the left thigh. Good. So if you feel like you need to, you can slide the heel a little bit further back, so making sure that the knee is in line with the heel, just so you have a little bit more stability and support. And then again, we'll grab a hold of our strap. Ta-da! So hands shoulder distance or a little wider. And then pressing down into that front foot, take a big breath in, send the arms up overhead. Soften the elbows on the breath out. And again, imagine like you're pulling the hands apart away from one another, keeping the front ribs drawing in, and keep pressing down into the front foot. So again, it might feel good to send the arm bones back, or if it's too much for the shoulders, keeping the biceps in line with the ears. Now big breath in, little lean over towards the left on the breath out, little lean. That's it. Then stay here, imagine like you're pressing your right fist straight up towards the sky, pressing it up. That's it. Big inhale, and then coming back to center with control, long exhale. Good, breathing in, and then gently releasing the hands down, releasing the strap down on the breath out, come all the way down. Good. Now we'll heel toe the left foot out a little wider, placing both hands to the inside of the left foot. And again here, you can release the top of that right foot down. Scott's already done it. No, stay here, keep the bend in the front knee. That's it. So we'll first get a little deeper into the hips. So stay on the fingertips, take a big breath in, look forwards. Exhale, either stay or soften the elbows as you fold in. Yes. So keeping that back foot pressing down. And then really allowing to get into the front of that hip even more as you fold in deeper. Last breath in. And then lifting yourself back up, straightening out through the arms on the breath out. You'll slowly start to walk your hands back. We'll straighten out through the left leg. You can keep the left knee as soft as you need, and you can tuck the back toes under of the right foot now for a little bit more support as you press into the ball of the foot. So keeping the softness of the left knee as you press more into the left ball of the foot. And it's almost like you're dragging that left heel in. Big breath in, keep the opening through the collarbones. Stay long, breath out. Last inhale. And then deeply bending into the front knee as you walk your hands back forwards on the exhale. So now we'll step the left foot back and we'll come into our first downward facing dog. So bringing the knees, hips distance. Make the hands out a little wider. So especially if you're tight in the shoulders, maybe bring your hands even wider and slightly turn your hands out so there's more space for your shoulders. That's it. Then tucking the toes under, take a big breath in. Start to pick your knees off the mat as you send your hips up towards the sky on the breath out. That's it, good. Now bend your knees a lot. So as much as you need, so the spine is nice and long. That's it. So it's almost like, imagine like I'm behind you and pulling your hips back as you press down into your palms more. Good. Keeping the elbows soft, so just like you did when you had your strap over your head, think of the elbows soft, but this time instead of pulling the hands apart from one another, imagine like you're gently hugging your thumbs in. Now again, we want to think nice, long spine. So keep working your chest towards the thighs. Now big breath in, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend your right knee deeply and lower your left heel slightly down towards the mat. And then straighten out through the legs again. Big breath in, send your hips up. Now switch it, bend deeply into your left knee, lower your right heel down. Good. And then straighten out through your legs, send your hips up, breathe in. Downward facing dog, soften the heels down, breath out. Now listen carefully. Using the pit of the belly, we'll walk the hands back towards the feet. Take your time, that's it. Good, bend your knees as much as you need with this fold. So think hips up towards the sky and then really spread your toes and press down into the root of the big toe. Start to interlace the fingers at the base of the skull. So interlace the fingers at the base of the skull. That's it. Allow the elbows to draw in towards one another. So let the arms be heavy. It's almost like the arms are pulling the head a little bit further down. So you can feel an opening through that whole back chain of the body. And especially when you're so used to being extension all of the time with your paddling, this will feel really nice to really open up that whole back chain again. So bringing the weight a little bit more forwards towards the balls of the feet. Knees soft, sit bones higher. Big breath into the back of the heart. Long, slow out breath. One more inhale. Now gently releasing the arms as you exhale, slow. Let the arms be heavy. Now bringing the weight back towards the heels, start to slowly, with the knees bent, peel yourself all the way up to standing. Slow. Think about the head coming up last. Nice and slow. Good. And then bringing the arms up overhead. Don't worry about plant baby if you hit it. Grab a hold of your right wrist and do a little lean over towards the left, pressing down into your right foot. Now stay here, take another big breath in, keep reaching through the right fingertips. And then as you exhale, come back to center on your breath out. Good. Now we'll switch it, grab a hold of the left wrist, big breath in, little lean over towards the right, breath out, press down into the left foot. Stay here, big inhale, hold long, exhale. Back to center, this time on your breath in. And then forward fold on the breath out. So you can open the arms out wide, bend your knees. We'll bring the fingertips back down towards the mat. Yes, bend your knees as much as you need. Now hands to shins, take a big breath in, think flat back, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees more as you fold back in, fingertips down, head heavy. And again, hands to shins, big breath in, look forwards, more length, more space. Exhale, bend your knees, fold in. Now look forwards, breath in, hands to shins. Walk your hands forwards into plank pose on your breath out. Walk it forwards, walk it forwards. That's it. Now take an inhale here. As you exhale, you can drop your knees down if you like, or if you want more fire, bend your elbows. We'll slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Go all the way down. That's it. Scotty wants some fire, so he's going slow. That's it. Good. Now release the tops of the feet down. Now here we'll start to get a little bit more in towards the shoulders and the pec. So we'll extend your right arm out towards the right and bend your right elbow so the hand comes in line with the elbow. So it's like you're creating a big cactus arm. That's it. Is that okay for your shoulder? Now spread your fingers. So spread your fingers and press your palm down. Now here, come up onto your left fingertips. And then super slow, we'll start to roll onto your right shoulder. That's it. Place the right ear down to the mat. And then starting to slowly roll, stacking the hips, stacking the feet. How's that? Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Now keep using the resistance of the earth, so pressing down into that right palm, to that right forearm. Taking a big breath in. Stay, keep pressing down to the left fingertips, long breath out. 2 more, big inhale. Whole long exhale. Last breath in. And then gently coming back to center with control on your breath out. Releasing the feet, that's it. And now we'll switch sides. So extending the left arm out towards the left. And then bend the left elbow so the hand comes in line with the elbow. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand and then gently start to roll onto the left shoulder. So stacking the feet, stacking the hips, coming up more onto the fingertips of that right hand. And then again, big breath in, pressing firmly down into that left palm, that left forearm on the breath out. 2 more, smooth inhale. Stay long, exhale. Last big breath in. Full breath out. Now take an in-breath and coming back to center with control on the out-breath. Super slow. Beautiful, good. Now here, slide your left hand in. Press slightly down into the palms. We'll lift ourselves up onto our forearms. So just a gentle lift up and then come down onto your forearms. Good. Beautiful. So now you're pretty much used to this pose. This is a pose that you do all of the time when you're paddling. Don't worry, we're not going to be here for too long. So we'll cross the right forearm in front of the left forearm. So we're going to get even deeper into the shoulders now. So right forearm comes across. That's it. Have you done this one with before? This one? It's so good.
I'm ready.
Okay, he's ready. So we'll start to walk the hands slowly out wide, wide, wide. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. So keep walking your hands out wide. That's it. And we'll place the chin onto the right upper arm. That's it, just like that. Now here you decide if this is too much for your shoulders, then you can bring your arms even further away from your chest. Or if you want more, tucking the back toes under and shifting your weight more forwards so that your arms are closer to your chest. I think you're good as you are, Scotty. So essentially you have control. If you want to deepen the stretch, you think arm bones closer to the chest. If you want to have it less intense, then think arms away from the chest. Just let the head be heavy now. Let your pelvis, let your legs be heavy. And just allowing the neck to be in neutral. So if you can, send your gaze down, turn your chin slightly. That's it. Now we'll be here for about 10 deep breaths. So allow the arms to get really heavy. And if you like, you can still create a little bit of space for the upper back by gently pressing down with the forearms and imagining like you're dragging the forearms in opposite directions. It's just really subtle. It's like the shoulder blades are getting wider on the back. Now sending the breath to the upper back. Every inhale, imagine breathing in more space into the upper back. Every exhale, find more heaviness with the arms, more softness with the out-breath. Let's take one more breath in. Slow breath out. And then gently lifting the chin as you breathe in. And then super slow, bringing the elbows back in, back in, back in. Take your time. That's it. Is that okay? Are you okay? It's pretty intense. Whew. All right. Now, next one, starting to now bring the left forearm in front of the right. So again, you decide if you want more of an intense stretch, you think arms closer in towards the chest, less intense, you think arms away from the chest. And then when you feel ready, starting to walk the hands out, wide, wide. That's it. And now chin rests onto the left upper arm. Head heavy. Pelvis heavy. And again, really breathing into the upper back. Every in-breath is that opportunity to breathe in more space. And every out-breath is that opportunity to soften, to release the tension. Last breath in. Long, slow breath out. And then gently starting to lift the chin on the inhale, looking forwards. And then again, super slow, walking your elbows in. Take your time. That's it. All right. And then from here, hands either side of the chest will gently press back to child's pose. Take your time. So it might feel good for the shoulders to keep the arms extended for this one. I know. Big in breath. Long out breath. And another big breath in. Long breath out. And slowly starting to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, peeling yourself back up. All right, so we'll come now onto our back. So moving the hips over to one side, start to extend the legs towards the front of the room, towards me. And then lying down on your back, start to hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock from side to side. Good. And then here we'll get a little bit deeper into the hips. So releasing the feet down to the mat so the knees are still bent. Here we'll take pigeon pose on our backs. So we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Yes, perfect. So flexing the right foot, make the right foot really active. And then here you can choose to stay. This may already be a lot for your hips, or you can start to thread with your hands, bringing your hands around the left thigh and maybe start to pull the leg in towards you. Is that okay, Scott? Yeah. So interlace the fingers. Yes. So as you start to pull that left leg in, imagine like you're pressing your right knee forwards, keeping that right foot really active. So you should start to feel the right glute starting to open. And if you want even more, if you want to deepen the stretch, you can interlace the fingers around the shin as well, around the left shin. So big breath in, long breath out. Now making sure that the neck is still long, so keep lengthening through the crown of the head. But here, allow the shoulders to be soft. And take one more in-breath. And then gently, gently we'll release the left leg so you can release the hands. Planting the left foot down and then releasing the right foot, planting the right foot down. And just take a moment to let everything settle. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then we'll switch sides, so placing the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And again, left leg, left foot really active. And then here you can choose to stay or starting to slowly draw the right knee in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers around the leg, around the thigh. And then again, as you pull that right knee in, imagine like you're pressing your left knee forwards, keeping the left foot really active. You can stay here or you can deepen this by grabbing a hold of the shin as well. Big breath in. Long breath out. Smooth inhale. Long, steady exhale. Last in breath. And gently releasing the right leg on the out breath. That's it. And then lowering that left foot down. Now heel toe the feet as wide as the mat, just for a moment, and just allow the knees to knock in towards one another. And take a big breath into the low back. Long, slow out breath. And just feel your pelvis be really heavy here. Feel the low back ground. And then you can start to open the arms out wide, but keeping the feet wide. Take a big inhale, and keeping the feet as they are, lower both knees down towards the left as you exhale, both knees to the left. That's it. Yes, perfect. So this is kind of a bit more of an open twist. We can get a little bit deeper into the IT band of that right leg here. So you can choose to stay, or if you want to deepen this, you can place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. But if you start to feel anything going on with that right knee, then just release that left foot down. So keeping the arms out nice and wide so the shoulders soften down. And taking that big breath in to the right lung. Long, full out breath. Right shoulder softens down. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then gently releasing the left foot. If you place the foot onto the thigh. And you can choose to stay here, or we'll deepen the pose by stacking the right knee on top of the left knee now. Right knee on top, so that's it, we'll go into deeper twist. And again, big breath in to the right lung. Right shoulder softens, long breath out. Smooth in breath. Slow out breath. 2 more. Big breath in. Long breath out. Go all the way to empty. Last one. Inhale. Long exhale. And then taking your time, start to slowly bring the knees back in towards the center. And just take a moment, squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Squeeze in, squeeze in. Keep pressing the low back down. And you can stay here for as long as you need, or we'll start to slowly switch sides. So planting the feet down again as wide as the mat. Let the knees knock in for a moment, and then start to open the arms out wide. Big breath in. And then lowering the knees down towards the right on your breath out. I have to might move my little plant baby for you. That's it. And again, you can choose to stay here, or you can stack the right ankle on top of the left thigh. But again, if you feel the left knee, just release straight away. Start to send the gaze over the left shoulder. So you can take the twist all the way to the cervical spine. So big breath into the left lung. Softening the left shoulder, head down on the out breath. And then gently releasing the right foot down. You can choose to stay exactly as you are here, or starting to stack now the left knee on top of the right knee. So really using the fullness of each breath. Really feeling yourself expand with every breath in. And going all the way to empty with every breath out. Last one, breathing in. Long breath out. And then drawing the knees in towards the chest, nice and slow. And just give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. Little rocks from side to side for the low back. And then when you feel ready, you can start to extend the legs out long, feet as wide as the mat. Arms alongside the body. Palms facing up. So you're in this really open, receptive state as you just allow the whole body to just release. So as the eyes close and your attention draws in, you let go of the physical. So allowing the bones to be heavy, the tissue, the muscles soft on the bones. And just simply allow yourself to move to that state of rest. Letting go of the control of the breath. And just simply feeling that natural rhythm of the breath in and out of the belly. So belly soft to receive the breath. Now you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.